Lots of flooding. Rusty swimming right now. Hi, ladies. Morning.
For the Q107 Rock Tuba to Cuba.
Good morning, guys. How are you doing this first week of April? Today is Friday, April 25th. It's 1 degree, as you can see, possibly around me, that it snowed. It first rained for a very long time, flooded our backyard, or the ditches between the backyards. It flooded our driveway because our driveway has a couple dips in it, and of course the ditches were all full. And a few of you guys who live in this area, you probably felt the same weather situations. And then it stopped raining and turned to snow, and then the snow was gone, and then it snowed again last night. And yeah, so it's been a few days of crazy weather here in the spring southern Ontario, but looking forward to better weather so I can start riding my bike. Although Paul and I are enjoying our time back rock climbing. My fingers are all sore. Again, the fingertips are sore from grabbing onto rock. The joints in my fingers are sore just from trying to hang on. This morning I was 206 pounds. Maybe the last couple days I was about 200. I think I was 209 the day after I did the Arby's. Actually, I waited an extra day because I knew I didn't want to stand on the scale after the Applebee's, not Arby's, the Applebee's 24-hour stealth camp. Didn't want to stand on the scale for a couple days just to try and get my body weight down by eating normal or low carbs, not no carbs. So by the time I did stand on the scale, I was about 209, but then I dropped to 208, and I kept going 208.4, and then 208.1, and then 208. It was really barely moving, and I'm not eating anything crazy. I have a slight addiction to the macadamian and pistachio and cashew mix that I have. I grab a few of each, a nice little combination, chew that for a little bit. I try to chew slowly just so that I enjoy the flavor and the textures and the saltiness and just the flavors of each nut. And I try my hardest to chew slowly and enjoy it, but then I want another handful, so I keep dipping into it, and I'll probably do 7 little handfuls of that combination. And I think that's possibly causing me to have a very, very slow weight loss back to what I want to be under Wonderland, which is 200. I'd love to plateau in the 90s. That would be great, because climbing is exceptionally hard right now. Not only am I 5 years older from the last time I climbed, 6 years. So Paul and I didn't climb for a year. Then we tried climbing. Paul couldn't do it because he was dizzy, had got dizzy spells. So then we didn't do it again for 5 years. So basically 6 years, I haven't done a consistent indoor rock climbing. So I'm older, 6 years older, definitely weaker. I'm not sure if I'm heavier. I was definitely stronger 6 years ago when we were climbing all the time. But I just find the day after climbing, the joints in my fingers are achy. So it's not arthritis. It's just when you're almost 58 years old, trying to indoor rock climb and hold on to these little tiny things on the wall to try and get your body weight up. That's why I want to be at least 25 pounds lighter. It'll help with my rock climbing, help with my cycling, and I'll just be in a better position. So right now I'm going to go down and pick up our electric bike because the company sent us a box with the cable in it, and then they sent us another box with the cable. There's like the hand lever, cable, and rear brake caliper. It's one unit, right? So they sent us a box, and I'm like, great, we got it. The next day, we got another box. I'm like, and I opened them both up just to see, and they looked identical, but it turned out one was the front brake, one was the back brake. But we had already taken the bike in to get fixed and gave them the first box that I got, and I got an email back saying it's the cable's not long enough. He goes, I think they gave you the front brake. And not I think, they gave you the front brake. So I'm like, oh, okay, so that's why they sent me both boxes. One's the front brake, one's the back brake. I got it. I only wanted the back brake, whatever. So I took it in. So I had already picked up the bike, got the new box, took it all the way back, gave them the new box, and this is a pain in the ass. It was too short as well. So poor Carol is without her awesome folding electric bike. So I have to phone the company again, or email the company again, saying, whatever boxes you sent me, neither of the cables are long enough to replace the original part. So I'm gonna go pick up that, throw it in the back of the car, go work out. Then I have to meet Carl, pick up a hard drive to finish editing show 11 for the crappy series, and then get that up to the network and to closed captioning. And I just got just a reminder. I'm trying to think. The other day I was making bacon and eggs for lunch, and I did my pinch of salt with, Carol got me a nice little glass jar with a lid, and so I took the lid off, did a little sprinkling of the salt, Redmond's salt, one of the best salts you can buy. And as I was putting the lid off and moving it, it flipped, and the whole thing went right into my eggs. And here's a picture of it. It basically all fell onto one egg out of the 4. So I kind of like moved as much of the salt off the 3 eggs, scooped that up, threw that into the composter, and then cracked a new egg. And so I got my bacon and eggs, no problem. They were a little bit salty, but I managed. And then the next day I thawed a couple steaks, and I enjoyed cooking up my steaks. I did the reverse sear thing where I put it in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes, got it up to about 115 to 120, and then I sear it on the cast iron for about 2.5 minutes each side, maybe 3 minutes. And then I keep checking the temperature because I do not like my steaks over mediums. So somebody said from Europe, or I guess England, Great Britain, they said they only use HP sauce on their eggs, and it's like a breakfast brown sauce. And but I always like to challenge anybody from Great Britain to try, especially if you cook your steak more than you want to. So when I cook a steak and it's perfectly pink, like perfect medium rare, just the salt and pepper is just perfect. But if you cook it medium or over by accident, using the steak sauce really helps you get through that overdoneness. And so I always like to let my European people know, because they always like to say, no, it's brown sauce is for your breakfast. I challenge you to try it on a steak that's maybe possibly a little bit overcooked for your tasting, or put it on a steak sandwich. It is phenomenal. Give it a shot. Another thing too is on my new Ultra 2 Apple Watch, it has a setting in there for climbing. So I set that for climbing. We climbed for about just over 2 hours. We did 10 climbs each, and I burned 950 calories indoor rock climbing. So it is a great way to burn calories. And the last week or a week and a half ago, when we climbed for the first time in 6 years, well, 5 years, I could barely, I could not get up 2 of the climbs that Paul could get up. And so this week I actually got up one of them without any assistance and made it up. And I was on the self-belayer, so you can cheat on the self-belaying, but by using another hold, but I didn't. And you know, when you're trying really hard to stay on a route, because sometimes they have 2 or 3 routes on one wall, one climb, and you got to pay attention to what rock holds are your rock holds, and you're not allowed to touch the other ones to make sure you're climbing the right level of the right difficulty level. So I like doing 5 7s, 8s, and 9s. 5 10s, 11s, and 12s, and 13s are just way above my caliber of climbing, especially now. I think back in the day, maybe I could squeeze out a 10 or an 11. Very, like, probably I'd had to do it multiple times and sit on the rope many times because it's really difficult. So I was proud of myself for getting up that 5 9 that I couldn't do last week or a week and a half ago. But I'm looking forward, as long as they don't change the routes for a while, I'm looking forward to conquering all the ones that I can't do now in the very near future. But so yeah, after I pick up the bike, I'm gonna go work out at Good Life, and then grab that file from Carl, go home and edit for the rest of the day, and that's all I'm gonna be doing. So I'll take you along. Bike is all in, all secure. Time to go work out. Hello. Just one towel would be great, thanks. Thank you. Still got to check out these chairs one time. Thank you. Have a good day. Under pressure. All right, so I started with bench press, and I started with the 45-pound bar plus 2 10s, and then I bumped up to 4 10s, so we're up to 85, and then I put on 2 5s and 2 2.5. So I was benching 100 pounds, and I think I got one full set of 8 in, and yeah, it's just a matter of time. Just got to keep pumping away and getting better and better at it. And then I went to biceps, and I started with I only did the 22.5 dumbbells, and then the 50-pound curl bar. So got all that done, and then I moved over to do triceps. So the pull down triceps with the wavy bar. And then I went to I can't remember what this is called. I guess this works your lats or upper back. So there's, like, I don't know what you call them, chest pulls, I don't know. And then I went to shoulder press. I love that machine. I'm gonna definitely keep using that machine a lot. It's nice and easy to move. The whole seat and everything moves as you push. It's like you're pushing the weights plus your weight. That's what it feels like. But chances are your body's cantilever. I don't know. And then I went to leg extensions, and I did up to like 85-pound leg extensions. And then I think it's called leg press. Yeah, I started at the 100, and then I went to 180, and I'm like, yeah, that's still pretty easy. And then I went to 200, I think, and then or 220, and then I went to 260. And after that, I should have done some more stretching before that, because after that, that was it. Went into the change room, and as I was changing, my left hamstring started cramping up, and I'm like, whoa! So I had to sit on the bench and do some stretches and kind of massage the back of my leg a little bit, because that was tough. And that was starting to, it was getting to that point where it's just gonna all of a sudden seize or cramp up, and then you get that muscle cramp. I'm not sure if you've ever had a muscle cramp. I don't think I've ever had one. Yes, I have. I've had them in the hamstring. It's usually after a big bike ride and I didn't drink enough water, but this was because I was pushing too much weight too early in my weight training, bodybuilding. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm just waiting for Carl so he can bring me a hard drive, and I can just transfer the stuff over to my hard drive and or over to my computer, and then I'm going home to edit. Talk to you guys later. Bye.